My name is Gerald Gayden. I'm your mortgage doctor, and I will show you how to take the pain out of getting a mortgage. Today's question is, should I buy a house? When is the right time to buy a house? I think that this is an excellent question and one that you really need to consider. Here's the facts. Home ownership. Does it cost more? It does. Are there more things that you have to learn about? There's a lot of moving parts. There are. But let me tell you what, home ownership is worth it. And when I say it's worth it, I mean that in several different ways. First of all, I know how it is. My family moved a lot. I come from a big family. We moved personally more than 18 times before I bought my first home. And I know what it feels like to perpetually be the new kid in different places. And when you're talking about not having a home, there's a lot more that go to it than just the financial piece of it. Having that security, having the neighborhood, having the same set of friends year after year, being in places where the schools and the education opportunities are better. All of that is wrapped up in home ownership. So not only the emotional piece of it and some of the ancillary things, but what's fundamental and what's foundational, what's undisputable is the tremendous difference that home ownership makes to your financial future. The bottom line is when you have a house and you have that house is 9 times out of 10 going to appreciate. Most people live in their homes for between 7 and 10 years before they sell. That home sale and the cashing out of equity is typically the biggest infusion that most Americans will ever have of cash, whether that's selling the first home or selling the next one. Typically, that's when those big infusions of cash happen. And that's when people look at completely getting out of debt. When you look at funding retirement accounts, catching up. When you look at things like purchasing a home that you can control, an asset that's worth more so that you can capitalize on a larger cash out when it comes time to sell that home. I have a couple that I'm working with. They bought their first home young, fantastic, great thing to do. Took a little discipline, took thinking outside the box, but they did it. Now they're cashing out for their first home and they're pocketing almost $100,000. Wow. They're not even 40. What could you do with an extra $100,000? Would that change your family's financial trajectory? I'm here to say it probably would. And now when they do that and do it again, the time they're ready to sell that second house, they should make even more. That's where they're building foundational wealth, eliminating debt, funding retirements, and really setting their family up to make the right choice. But it all starts with making the decision to say, hey, can I be a homeowner? And I'm here to tell you, regardless of where your credit is, regardless of how much money you have or don't think you have, you can. And it starts with taking a step. So I want to encourage you to not be intimidated by the process. If you will take the step and find out what it would take for you to be a homeowner, regardless of what that road is going to look like, you can get there. You'll have people around you like myself that will push you because we know what a difference it can make. So if you're thinking about, should I be renting or should I be a homeowner? I'm going to tell you, you should be a homeowner. You can do it. And I'll be happy to help you cross that threshold because it means so much to you and your family. You'll be so happy that you did. This is Gerald Gayden, your mortgage doctor. I'll show you how to take the pain out of getting a mortgage. Subscribe to my channel. If you have other questions, send them to me. I'll be happy to respond. Take care.